Hello everyone, Nadeem here with PC.Solutions.Net. So today I want to go over some good information from a security perspective. So I try to send out these newsletters and news about what's going on in the IT field, and then sometimes I just can't keep up. So that happens. But anyway, so here's what I want to share with you. So yeah, here we have the breach from this week, and so a few companies in the United States. So we're pretty much concerned with the United States only, right? So uh, Edison Mail, and I don't know if anybody's still using Edison Mail, maybe not, but anyway, so there's a severe warning to small business because of a coding error in the system right here. There has been some breach and some user data may have been compromised. And, for an app that talks about advanced security features and, stuff like that, it really is a big issue when they talk about a coding error causing a breach. So that's a big deal, and the risk to small business is pretty severe on that. And if we come over here, risk to individual users is moderate. Of course, now Edison Mail is an iOS app, so it only pertains to people who use, iPhones, iPads, applications like that. So that happened. Now, I don't know if any of you use Home Chef, but it's a meal kit, so delivery company, and so there's been a breach there. Hackers got some database containing customer data, and they sold that information on the dark web. So just so the how it's been happening. So the information was breached from Home Chef, and then they sold it on the dark web for $2,500. So that's really interesting. It's not a lot of money, right? So they're selling it for relatively cheap, and it includes information for 8 million customers. So if you have used Home Chef, or if you use Home Chef, you should be on alert. Make sure check your credit and things like that. Just to be cautious. Now, of course, this is a lower risk to small business, but it's a higher risk to individuals, just because this is more of an individual-based company. So then we have a breach at Wishbone. Of course, database stolen by hackers. I mean, it's all hacker activity, right? And it was released on the web in January 2020 on the dark web. So there we have it. It's a severe risk both to small business and to individuals, and it could, what this means is that from time to time, we think that these breaches are kind of slowing down. We don't hear a lot about it, or you don't hear from me, but that doesn't mean that the breaches are not happening. The breaches are always happening. We're just going over some of the major ones that affect a lot of people. So for example, in the case of Wishbone, it impacts 40 million. I don't know if you can see that, but it impacts 40 million people, and that's a big number. That's a huge impact for users. So then we have Mathway. It was another database breach, unauthorized database access, and this is an online tutoring and math education platform. So if your kids are going to attending this and using this for math tutoring and things like that, it'll be a risk. Now, there've been 25 million records impacted. So again, when we talk about these hacks, the numbers are huge. 25 million. Wow. Anyway, so if you do use or have used Mathway at some point, heads up, something's coming. So Now, what's interesting is, so that's all we're concerned about is the major breaches in the U.S. this week, and that's, those were the three. But some interesting facts here from UK, right? So EasyJet, EasyJet's got their database breached, and individual risk is severe. So it's, I mean, these are happening all over the place, and I'll just scroll down. You can see several different countries and things like that. So anyway, we're really just concerned with the U.S. Again, we're talking about huge numbers, right? So for Edison, we're talking about well, we don't know how many total records impacted at Edison Mail right here, so that's unknown. Usually, when it's unknown, it's a larger than normal breach number, but that could change. Anyway, Home Chef 8 million, like I said. So I mean, so I'm not concerned a lot about this because I don't use any of these services. Now, I know somebody who has used Mathway, so I'm gonna give them a heads up to be on alert because that's something that might be happening. But anyway, so that's the weekend breach, and heads up if you have used any of these companies or their applications in the past. Time to get your security guys or your identity people a heads up that something might have happened, something might be coming down the line. Um, and let me know. Give me feedback. Let me know what you want me to talk about. I can talk very technical. I can talk very layman terms. I try to keep these things, a lot simpler because it's for a huge audience, and so my audience mostly is not technical people. It's business owners or decision makers. And I want to relay this information to them so they can get the heads up to be on the lookout for something like this. So until tomorrow, everybody have a good day.